My name is Ethan, and up until a few months back, I honestly believed I had a handle on my marriage. Claire and I had been together for 6 years, long enough for habits to cement themselves. Morning coffee side by side, shared grocery lists, weekends that were comfortable, predictable. It wasn't thrilling, but it felt steady. Or at least, that's what I kept repeating to myself as everything slowly shifted into something colder, quieter, almost hollow. The first changes arrived quietly. Claire began heading out early for meetings, coming home late because of deadlines, and guarded her phone like it held classified information. Whenever I asked simple questions, where she'd been, who she was texting, she'd give this soft laugh, kiss my cheek, and tell me I was imagining things. For a while, I accepted it. Or maybe I forced myself to accept it, because the truth was too painful. We lived just outside Portland, and our neighbor Marcus was the kind of man who noticed everything. Calm, polite, always outside tending to his annoyingly perfect garden. Claire used to say he paid too much attention, but I thought he was just a friendly guy who waved every morning. One evening as I pulled into the driveway, Marcus walked over with a look that instantly dropped my stomach, a seriousness I'd never seen on him. "Ethan," he said quietly, "we need to talk." I tried to joke. "If this is about my trash cans again, I swear." "It's about Claire." My world narrowed. My fingers went numb on the steering wheel. "I hate being the one to tell you this," he muttered, glancing around as if someone might overhear. "But you deserve to know." I stepped out of the car, feeling a strange mix of dread and eerie calm. "Know what?" He hesitated, then finally exhaled. "She's been seeing someone. He's been at your house when you're at work. I've seen them together more than once." It felt like my chest cracked open. Not all at once, more like shattering in slow, sharp pieces. "How do you know it's not just a friend?" I asked, even though part of me already knew the answer. Marcus shook his head. "Ethan, what I saw wasn't friendship." Silence swallowed everything. A storm of thoughts crashed through me. Denial, fury, shame, heartbreak. But above all of it was one aching question. Why didn't she tell me? Before I could say anything, Marcus lowered his voice again. "Listen, if you ever want revenge, I'm here." I jerked my head up, startled. His expression stayed soft, supportive, but there was something else in his eyes, too. Something sharp. I couldn't tell if he was offering comfort or lighting a match. "I don't want revenge," I muttered, though I wasn't sure I meant it. He nodded like he expected that response. "That's fine. Just remember, you're not imagining things, and you're not alone. She's lying to you." That night, Claire came home at 11:47 p.m., tiptoeing inside like a teenager sneaking past curfew. When she saw me awake on the couch, she froze. "Oh," she said lightly, "you scared me. I thought you'd be asleep." "Where were you?" "Work," she answered instantly. Too instantly. "We had a meeting run late. Deadlines, you know?" I nodded, storing her lie away like evidence. Over the next week, I didn't confront her. I watched, listened, let the truth reveal itself in small, poisonous details. Whispered phone calls behind closed doors. Messages she deleted immediately. New outfits she claimed were on sale. Perfume I'd never smelled on her before. And Marcus. He checked in frequently. Sometimes a little too frequently. He'd appear when I got the mail, ask if Claire was working late again. His voice carried sympathy, but also interest, like he'd been waiting for all of this far longer than I realized. One evening after Claire left for another meeting, Marcus knocked on my door. I let him in because I didn't have the strength to pretend anymore. "I saw him again today," he said right away. My stomach twisted. "The guy she's seeing? Dark hair, early 30s, maybe, drives a silver sedan. They kissed in her car before she left." Every word hit like a blow. Marcus leaned forward. "You deserve better. She's been using your kindness for months." I swallowed hard. "Why are you so invested in this?" His gaze didn't move. "Because I've watched you give everything to that marriage. And I've watched her treat you like you're disposable." I didn't reply. Memories, excuses, moments I'd ignored all reeled through me. Then he added softly, "You're a good man, Ethan. And if you ever want someone who actually sees you, I'm right here." The room stilled, and suddenly everything clicked. Marcus hadn't just been observing Claire. He'd been observing me, my habits, my hurt, my emptiness. His offer of revenge wasn't about payback. It was an opening. And I realized something else. Claire wasn't the only one hiding things. The next day, I confronted her. I didn't yell or break anything. I just asked for the truth. She denied it at first, then crumbled. Tears, excuses, promises, regrets. All the things that used to pull me back in. But this time, they didn't. I told her to leave, and she did. The house didn't feel quieter after she was gone. It felt clearer, like fog finally lifting. A week later, Marcus stopped by again. "How are you holding up?" he asked gently. "Better." I admitted. He nodded. "My offer still stands. If you want someone in your corner." I looked at him carefully. "I appreciate it, but I don't need revenge. I need peace." For the first time, Marcus looked genuinely surprised. Then he nodded slowly. "Then I hope you find it." And I did. Not with him. Not with anyone else. But in the space I finally made for myself, after releasing every lie, every secret, every person who thrived on my quiet suffering. Sometimes revenge isn't destroying someone else. Sometimes it's rebuilding yourself.